Hey there, John here. Welcome back to another Minecraft review. If you couldn't tell from the initial loading screen, we're going back in time. I think we're at 12 years ago. This is 12 years ago. Yes, this is happening 12 years ago. Now, this is when I first started recording Minecraft. This update here specifically on console with 4J Studios being the developer of it. And if you guys can kind of recognize where I'm at, yeah, this is TU19. This is not where I started playing. I started playing in TU9, but TU19 is where I started recording. And this map specifically brings back like so much, like a flood of like emotions and nostalgia and everything else. And for those of you that don't even know what a tutorial map is, Mojang used to put out a tutorial map for every few title updates. A title update is basically like a snapshot update or a regular update that we have right now. They used to put out title updates, a TU1, TU2, TU all the way up to TU75 or something. Regardless, that's when it was on console, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4, as well as the Wii U. It was even on the Wii U and then on the Switch, and then it switched over to Bedrock, which is what we have today. But this right here, if I go to here, I have mods on. The only mod I have on right now really is a map, and I have mouse tweak. But for whatever reason, the map doesn't want to work with this specific mod. This is a mod right here, not for the map itself. The map is downloadable. Anybody can use this, even in vanilla. The menu and everything else, the controls, if you see at the bottom there, these are all things that happen specifically in console edition. It's a place where you get started. It's kind of a tutorial. It teaches you how to get going in the game of Minecraft, and it points out things like this, and it won't let you proceed until you finish these little steps. It's just a basic tutorial, how to build a house, how to build a crafting table, stuff like that. It won't let you continue on until you finish those things. Now I'm in creative. You can see even my console is got this weird layout too, but all the commands still work roughly the same. So right now if I'm in survival, it trips the tripwire, some fireworks go off, which is amazing. And you're into this tutorial world, and it tells you what everything is, and it's awesome. And it shows you like what a saddle is and things like that. This update particularly brought a lot of cool stuff, and I feel like this map itself was a little overshadowed, but nonetheless, it's a lot of fun in the sense that you get to experience things like placing a jukebox down for the very first time. And again, it's just a tutorial, but it does give you achievements, sadly, on the Xbox. So yeah, we're playing Cat. Not my favorite music, but it is good music. I have actually played this map as a survival world and lived in this little village here. It's not super exciting, but it is fun, especially on the Xbox 360 because you don't have a whole lot of space. This is when boats and stuff were introduced, and it teaches you how to make a boat, how to make a fishing rod, how to go fishing. You can see that there's nothing in the water. There's no leaves or kelp or anything along those lines. Oh, gravel. It's just showing us everything. A villager is trapped here. Remember, you can't really... There's nothing really to do with this guy. He's just there. Found a villager. Villager will offer you to sell items to a player depending on their profession. So... yeah, he ain't got a profession. He's just chilling. Redstone, it teaches you down here, you got to go down, and then it teaches you how to use certain redstone things, like how this trap chest. How many of you have actually ever used a trap chest in regular vanilla day-to-day survival Minecraft? How many of you actually built one of those? I honestly can probably say I've only built one ever, and it was to prank somebody. And it was to blow people up. That was it. There was no other reason for it. What do we have here? These are all the different redstone things that were in the game at the time, and it teaches you how all this stuff works. Now, this is one that I think that they should have not activated. I feel like this is something that you should have placed a block to activate it. I don't know why there's only five iron blocks here. There should be 9 to make a block of iron and then place it. I feel like that was a missed opportunity on that one here. I wish some of the blacksmiths, homes look like this. This is kind of cool. It looks like an outdoor business of some sort. And you get a few cool things here and how to make things, name tags, bottle of enchantment, bottle of enchanting, which is kind of cool. Different dyes. I don't remember what that was for. Oh, to make fireworks. That's right. Brewing stand. How to write a thing. And then even an enchantment table over here. And I think that is this pre? I think this is pre lapis. No, it's requiring. I wonder if that's just because of my game mode is kind of wonky right now, because I thought you needed lapis even back then. Well, I'm pretty certain you need lapis even back then. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you still needed lapis back in 2014. But yeah, this is the tutorial map area. This is basically teaching you, there's a bunch of farms over here, teaching you how to farm, teaching you about different animals, beacons, redstone, enchanting, potions, and everything else. Then there's a little bridge that takes you to this castle area over here. And I used to play in this little castle with Ethan and Liam, or now Des, on this castle right here. We used to have a house here and we lived here, and we played a few times just for fun. No recording, just us hanging out and playing Minecraft with me and my kids in this castle when they were little. They were like little. And then all of you guys that are, especially the OGs, the people that have followed Minecraft for a very long time, you guys are familiar with Stampy Longnose. And for those of you that are not familiar with Stampy Longnose, he's like an original Minecraft content creator from back in the day, like from when Minecraft first started on YouTube for the most part, right? Him, Dan TDM, Popular MMOs, all those wonderful YouTubers that were out and about at the time. He recently stopped making his Lovely World updates and semi-retired from YouTube. And he uploaded the world, and you can download it. Anybody can download it now, specifically on Bedrock on console. You can buy it. It's not free, but you can buy it on console and play on Stampy's Lovely World. Did you know though that back in 2014, Stampy's Lovely World, or at least his house and his ship, were already in Minecraft for free? They're in this map specifically. You want to see a little village over here? Villages don't look this neat. I wish Desert Temple spawned in like this. That's really freaking cool. There's another village over here. Again, villages do not look this neat, but this is old school villages. This is what the houses used to look like. And man, it was so freaking cool. Don't get me wrong. I love the new villages. I think they look amazing. And then just past this village is Stampy's lovely little island. He's got his ship, his original library right here, and his bedroom. Now, loser, I love Stampy. Bed for one, because no one loves Stampy. Yeah, okay. And then beyond this is a bedroom. This goes up here. And this was another room. This is a room of no requirement. He does have his lovely garden over here. Are there names on it? There are names. Big B Stats. Okay, so Liam got to play against 4J Studios with Big B Stats, with not Stampy, but with Squishy. Nettie Plays, which is Stampy's sister, actual sister in real life, against 4J Studios. And why isn't Squishy's name on here? Okay, well, anyway, point being is right outside his kitchen. There it is. This is a very, very small version of Stampy's garden, love garden. But yeah, this is Stampy's Lovely World. At least a very, very small portion of it right here in TU19. And it was pretty freaking amazing. And there's Mushroom Island. I believe Mushroom Islands were just introduced in this update, if I'm not mistaken. And no mobs will spawn on Mycelium, so it's kind of nice. And then this is the original 4J console edition layout. I used to have this memorized front and back. I could throttle through the controller and get to any item on this in seconds. Like, I could find anything really, really quickly. And a creeper just blew up. But yeah, I used to be able to throttle through this and find any item I needed really, really quick. Like, I didn't even have to think about it. It was just like muscle memory to me. And it was freaking awesome. And then when they changed it to Bedrock, I was super freaking bummed. And then I discovered Java and then never went back. So yeah, when they discontinued the console editions, it was quite sad when 4J Studios was no longer a part of this lovely game. And that's what I built my epic world. I built my epic world based off of this world for the most part, because I love this so much. I had to have something of my own, and I would build things. And at some point in time, Stampy actually used a design of mine in one of his videos, and I thought that was I was pretty stoked. It was pretty rad. I believe you can play the very last without downloading the map. If you just download the mod, play tutorial, and it's gonna jump us into title update for 1.13. This is the aquatics update. This is the update right before it switched over to Bedrock, and when I jumped to Java Edition. This is grand. This is when mini games and stuff were really taking off, and you can jump into all the different mini games that we had. It's launching fireworks. There they go. This was awesome. When this came out, it was quite impressive because it just was on such a massive scale for the aquatic update. And then this is when we got cool stuff in the water. All the kelp and everything else in the water. And there's I think there's a mini game down there. Plus there's an Elytra mini game up around where you can jump this. You can fly through all the little loops and whatnot. There was a lot. This title update. So this was 2017. This is 3 years later after the one I just showed you. There were a few tutorial maps in between this, but none that I could really recall that were all that impressive. Title update 19 was probably the one that I remember the most. Look at this. The aquatics update was so freaking cool. I remember doing a tutorial, a review on this map specifically because there was so much to see. Very cool. This is a very cool build by 4J Studios. Again, right before 4J was no longer involved with Minecraft. And that's where, in 2016, that's where I got this cape from. This awesome cape was from Minecon. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just me going back in time, showing you guys this very cool mod that you guys can download. I'll put a link in the description down below on where you can download this mod for 4J Studios and the map for TU19, as well as also include the TU9 map in the description below, but I'll include them both and you guys can check them out for yourselves. Now, this one right here is a mod, and the other two you can play in vanilla. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please follow along. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. Till the next one. See ya. YouTube thinks you'll like this video right here. You can click on it to check it out.